Live. Hey, Shalom, Israel. And when I say Israel, I'm talking about blacks, Hispanics, and so-called Native Indians. Right. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakathum to all my brothers. Yahweh Shema Alathan Bahashem, Yahweh Shai to all my sisters. We are the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, knowledge that you can use in your life. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, the ISUPK has been teaching the truth of the Bible. You understand? And that the ISUPK stands on its own merit, and we're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. Damn right. The scriptures say that the truth of the Bible won't be revealed until the end times, you know? And we're in those end times now. And the Bible also says that the Israelites, all the prophets of God are Israelites, meaning that the truth is going to be revealed to Israelites and no other nation. You understand? And we're in ISUPK, we're the home of the truth. You understand what I'm saying? All of these other fake Hebrew Israelite groups are break-offs from us and become break-offs of a break-off of a break-off of a break-off. To now we got maybe 100 groups out there now. Right. But there's only one truth, and there's only one body, and that's the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana. That's right. Okay. And that's what we stand on and moving forward. So today is Wednesday, December, what is it, the 6th? The 6th of December, you understand, and tomorrow, the 7th of December, is a very special day in our calendar because we celebrate the rededication of the temple in a feast called Hanukkah. You understand, which is in the Bible. You understand, it's not a Sabbath day, but it is a celebration when the temple was rededicated when we came out of captivity. You understand? And so we invite all of you brothers and sisters who are in the area that you can come and feast with us. 2534 South Roxborough Street, Durham, North Carolina. That's the location of the school here. I'm Officer 500 Yanazar, and I will be teaching a class tonight. Okay? Right. So tonight is the Wednesday night law class, so we're going to deal with issues pertaining to the law, but everything pertaining to Israel is pertaining to the law. The law that the Most High gave to Israel is the law that allows Israel and even the other nations, if they were to obey, to live good, clean, righteous lives. There is no other law, you understand, that's higher than the law of the Most High. And cursed be all of you, Christian, Muslim, I don't care who you are, curse all of you who say that God's law is done away with. Right. There's a lie, it's a terrible lie, and it's caused terrible damage on the earth. And we in ISUPK, we know better. You know, like I was talking to a family member the other night, and he was telling me how hard it is to do God's law. And I said, no, it's not that hard. We do it. If we in ISUPK, we do it to the best of our abilities every day. But the reason why they don't want to hear the law is because they don't want to adhere to it. You understand? And meaning thus that they want to continue in sin. Most of you Christians and you Muslims, you don't even know what a sin is. Right. Most of you. Understand what I'm saying? You need to come to school. You need to come to class and sit down in these chairs and get the true understanding of the word of God. You understand? That's taught by Commanding General Yohana, the generals, the captains, and the officers above us, to us, and then we teach it to you. Right. You understand? This is the way it's done. It's the way it's always been done. If you know anything about the Bible, you understand there was always, what's the word up there? Quahalath, which is teachers. There's always been teachers, you understand, who taught the scriptures to the people. Moses was a teacher. That was his job. You understand? Him and Aaron's sons, and all the other prophets that's mentioned in the Bible, that's what they did. He taught the children of Israel how God wanted them to live according to his law, statutes, and commandments. Kwame Paul, give me Psalm 119 and 92. You got yours ready? You get Deuteronomy 6, 5 through 7. Psalm, let me get there with you. In 119, and we're going to start at, man, I didn't pass. These pages are very thin. Yes, start at 92.
Salaki. So this is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 92. Unless thy law had been my delights, I should then have perished in mine affliction.
Understand? Unless thy Lord had been my delight. You understand? Meaning that if you hadn't given me this law and I haven't loved this law, you understand what I'm saying? I should have then perished in my affliction. Affliction is pain, discomfort. So this scripture is saying that this law, if you obey it, you should love it. And we do love it.
Right.
We love this law because we know, I'm telling you firsthand, I know how the law protects our people. Like, for me in the ISUPK and the Command in General, one of the great things that I see, one of the things that I appreciate, is when I see these younger men and women, these brothers and sisters, coming to this truth and follow this law and avoid all manner of evils, man, that we did not avoid. You understand? As I was coming up out of the law.
Right.
Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Check that connection. Let's see that. Testing, 1, 2. We've been having a myriad of technical difficulties here. Express was starting late, but trust and believe, man, we've had some technical difficulties for like 3 days now. And right. I think we have them ironed out. And thanks to our Ottawa and Officer 5000 Iraq. So yeah, so unless the law had been my delight, I should then have perished in my affliction. He's basically saying in a nutshell, the law and the love of it, meaning that he obeyed it. To love the law is to obey it.
Right.
Just that simple. Saved his life and saved them from much affliction or pain and misery. You understand? Read on.
Kanwakan, verse 93. I will never forget thy precepts.
I will never forget thy precepts. The things that are in these verses are the precepts. The concepts and the ideas in the verses are the precepts.
Come.
And we're never going to forget them. In order for us to live by them, we have to remember them. You understand what I'm saying? And some of them you remember very easily. There's some of them that I read 1 or 2 times. I remembered it. You understand it? And there's others that you got to read over and over again.
Gotta look out.
But you might not remember where they are, but you remember the laws that you must obey.
Right.
Right? I will never forget thy precepts, man. Read on.
Kawakan, for with them thou hast quickened me.
And what does quickened me means? With the Lord, thou hast quickened me. Okay? Okay. Anybody in the chat? Okay, those people, if anybody's in the chat, you can ask any questions that you have, and we'll do our best to answer them. You understand? And if I ask a question, you can also respond as well. Go ahead.
It's like, sir, it's quickened to bring forth.
It's like to bring forth, but to bring forth what?
Like awareness.
Yeah, it's kind of an awareness. Basically, let's sum it up like this: to quickeneth is to give you life.
Come on.
Like they say about Christ, the first man, I can't say it right. Broke the law, but the second man quickeneth, meaning that when Adam came, he broke the law, but Christ came, kept the law, and thereby gave us life, a chance to enter into life. A chance to enter into life. That's quickeneth. Understand? I can't remember that scripture, but anyway, let's go on. We're not going to dwell on it.
Oh, it's like, sir, if I could, Sister Tia checked in and Trooper Hawan.
A shalom to Trooper Hawan and Sister Tia.
Okay.
And welcome to the class. And we hope and pray that you learn and are enlightened to another level or a minor level, but that you learn something here. Understand? Because that's the whole object of class. It's for our people to learn who they are and why they're in the condition they're in. Even if they're the greatest people that ever walked the face of the earth.
That's right.
You know, that's the whole idea. Read on.
Khan, verse 94. I am thine. Save me, for I have sought thy precepts.
You understand? Save me. I belong to you. You understand? I belong to the Most High, man. That's a very wise thing to say and to accept as a precept in your heart.
Right.
You understand? Is that you belong to the Most High. We are the children of Israel, the prince of the power, the children of God, the sons and daughters of the Most High God. He has adopted us to himself. You understand? To raise us up to be the rulers of the earth. But we, in our stiff-neckedness,
right,
took a long detour. You understand? We took a long detour to get here and to get to the point where we need to be. And we're not there yet by any means. It's still much to come. As far as suffering and the things that we're going to see on the earth, the things that we're seeing on the earth today are things that I never thought I would see. You understand? And then when we have the breakdowns of these scriptures and understanding of how these things that are going on into the earth fit into the prophecies, it is a great blessing to have this. The ISUPK under Commander General Yohana is a great blessing to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, so-called.
Damn right.
Understanding to look at it in any other way is to not understand what we're trying to teach you and what we're trying to say, because the Most High is real. And everything that he says is real. And it's going to happen because everything he said, this is the proof for me. You understand that I am utterly convinced beyond any doubt is that, and it's the topic tonight, that the curses that the Most High put upon Israel, right? Every last one of them we suffered. Every last one of them to the T.
Right.
That's enough proof for me. You understand? That's just me. Like when I understand things like that, among other things, of course, the great teachings of Christ, of course. But to know that the Most High prophesies all of these things to happen to us and to know that they actually happen to us, I don't understand why you wouldn't be convinced.
Right.
I really don't. Understand? For I have sought thy precepts, man. I've sought out the truth. I've sought out the thing that you intend for me to have for me, for us. You understand? For us, the things that the Most High wanted us to have are contained within the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And the punishment that we've suffered because of disobedience is enough of a deterrent, you understand, for those who seek the truth. If you really want the truth and you're willing to stand up for it and live it, then come into the ISUPK under Commandant General Yohana, and surely you will receive it.
That's right.
You understand? And there is no other body that's teaching this truth. You understand? According to the law, statutes, and commandments of God. You understand? And we take these classes and these responsibilities very serious. Very serious. And then sometimes we just have a little joke and a little laughter, and I hope we have a little tonight if it presents itself. But we're going to definitely learn something tonight, because what I want when I designed this class, this is what we're going to do tonight, is part 2 of the curses, is just to really to get any Israelite that's out there that might really want to understand what's going on. Understand the curses are at the basis of all understanding of who Israel is. You cannot understand or know who Israel is if you don't understand these curses and why we are why they've been placed upon us.
Right.
You understand? We're even going to give you when they were placed upon us, okay? So with that, give me Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 5.
Come on. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 5. And thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thine heart.
Now, like, people say, like, damn, because I've had this thought myself. How do you love God?
Right.
What does it mean you're going to love God with all thy might and all thy power? What does that mean? You understand what I'm saying? Man, that's kind of deep, right?
Come on.
I mean, you can't see him.
Right.
You can't touch him.
Right.
So how do we love him? Hold that.
Okay.
You know what I need.
Okay.
You understand? 1 John 5 and 3. This is how you love God. It's very simple.
Right.
You understand? And you Christian pastors, who I will admonish till the day I die, I will criticize you.
Damn right.
Until the day I die. Because you've caused more harm to our people than any other organization that exists on the planet Earth.
Come on.
And you are responsible on a level that you do not perceive, because if you perceive the proper level of your alleged or supposed to be responsibility, you wouldn't be robbing the people.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't be in it for the money. You wouldn't be the hireling that Christ spoke of. You understand? You got that?
Come on.
Read on.
Come on. It's the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of the Most High.
This is the love of God. This is how you love him with all your heart and all your soul and all your might.
Right.
This is how you do it, Christians.
Right.
Read.
Come on. That we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
You know, there's some scriptures that are, the scriptures that I love the most are the ones that are short and concise and straight to your face, man.
Damn right.
I love them scriptures the most so far. You know why? Because they're easy to understand.
Count on one count.
If you can't understand that, then you really need to get back to school.
Right.
He's saying to you that the way to love the Most High is to do what he says, to obey him. That's the greatest show of love to him.
Right.
Is to obey him. And the second one is to love thy brother as thyself, and to love thy brother as Christ have loved us. Those are the great commandments, man.
Damn right.
They are not done away with.
Right.
I love my Jesus. Really? No, you don't. You're a liar.
Right.
You understand? Let me prove you're a liar. Give me 3 and 4. It's no 2 and 3.
Okay.
St. John.
Okay.
You're always talking about, I love my Jesus, I love my Lord, Lord, help me, Lord. You know, I be watching, man. I was watching this white pastor, man. He's from Durham. He's from North Carolina, somewhere in North Carolina, somewhere in the Raleigh area. And man, he was putting on a show, man, and you know, and he was trying to do how like the black preachers do, and the rah, and all that. He was doing all that. I was watching him, and he said he's gonna lead his people to the promised land. You know what I'm saying? That he's gonna show them the way. You understand? Like God loves everybody. I watch you Christian pastors sometimes, and most of the times I get a kick out of you.
Right.
Most of the time it's like sport to me. It's like watching the NBA. You understand? Because there's more truth in the NBA than in that Christian church.
Damn right.
Read.
Come on, this book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his.
Hold on. This is how we know that we know God. How do we know that we know God? See, these are the questions that should be taught to our children when they're little, because our children can understand this, and they will never forget it. You understand?
Right.
Read on.
Come on. We do know that we know him if we keep his commandments.
That's how you know God.
Damn right.
You know God by his commandments. You know your father or your mother by her rules. You know your teacher by her rules in the school. You know the rule, your boss by his rules at the job.
Right.
So you know the Lord, the Most High, by his commandments.
That's right.
That's how you know the Most High. If you don't keep his commandments, don't come, I know God, I love God. I ain't true. Read on.
Come on, verse 4. He that saith, I know him.
He that saith, I know him. I know the Lord. The Lord knows my heart.
Right.
Man, if I had $1 for every time I heard that, woo-wee. Read on.
Come on. And keepeth not his commandments.
And keepeth not his commandments. You say you love him, but you don't do what he says.
Right.
Read.
Come on. Is a liar.
He's a liar. You're a liar. If you ever say out your mouth, I love the Lord. Right. You understand? And you don't obey him, then you are a liar.
Right.
It's just that simple. So that eliminates 99.999% of Christians.
Damn.
You understand? Because they do not obey God's law at all.
That's right.
It's done away with. It's nailed to the cross. All these kind of things. It's 100 sayings that they say pertaining to the law, or 100 lies that they preach. Now let's go back. That's it on that. Go back to Deuteronomy 6 and 5. We're gonna read on. Read 6.
Come on. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 6. And these words, which I command thee this day, shall be in thine heart.
These words, to love the Lord with all thy might, meaning obey him, shall be in thine heart. And thine heart is not the organ in your chest that pumps blood. Thine heart is simply your mind, your consciousness. You understand? It shall be in your mind. Meaning that, okay, you're out at the supermarket. I'm talking to the fellas out there. We do this every damn day. And you see Big Booty Judy.
Right.
Right? And you just conjuring up some game. You're going to spit on her, at her, Salakia. And you think of the Lord and you don't do it. And you don't go lusting after her, following down the aisle. And you understand what I'm saying? Now, if you want to talk to her, what's the first question you ask her?
So, Lucky, does she have a husband?
Does she have a man? That's right. If she has a man, you refrain. At that point is, hey, have a good day, sis.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is just one of billions of examples that we can use. Understand that keeping the Lord in your mind. If you go to your family's house and they serve some swine, and hey, listen, I don't want to make them feel bad because I've done this many years ago, 2012. My aunt died in Memphis, Tennessee, and I went out there, and I was a Muslim at the time, and they were serving nothing but swine. So I told my rib, I said, listen, babe, I'm gonna eat this swine to keep from insulting them. Nah,
Right.
not today. Hey, listen, I don't eat that. Sorry.
That's right.
I'll take some of that corn over there, though. You know what I'm saying?
Hopefully ain't put pork in there.
Yeah, probably did. My family loves swine, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
Good night.
They love that swine, boy. You tell them they can't eat no pork chop? Ooh-wee. But anyway.
Go, okay.
Salakia. Read on, brother.
Go, okay. And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart. Verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children.
You shall teach. Now, this is very important.
Damn right.
You shall teach them diligently unto thy children, man. You understand? Diligently. Understand? Can you look up the word diligent?
Come on.
Let's look up the word diligent right now. But you should teach them to your children. This is ultimately important, man. This is why we see our children, man, especially our women, man. Our women is done.
Good night.
You know what I'm saying? Like the whoredoms of Israelites in America in particular, I could speak on. I don't think it's as bad in the other countries, but it's bad in America. The whoredoms committed by Israelites in America, particularly the women, and don't let me start on the sodomites.
Right.
It boggles my mind. Like, I never thought, like, I've always seen it growing up, but today, OnlyFans, all kind of different ways of whoredom, man, is like, I can't even count how many ways of whoredom exist in this place, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, brothers, and I was watching a court show today, and a brother, he done and invited another woman into his relationship with his wife, and he expected things to turn out all right. Now the wife is sneaking around with the other woman.
Good night.
Is you crazy?
Right.
You done lost your mind, man. You understand? So you're going to teach them to your children because nobody taught those young girls morals.
Right.
Nobody's teaching morals. They're teaching you whoredom 101. That's what they're teaching our daughters, man. Whoredom 101.
Damn right.
In every class. Oh, but I indulge in, he knew it when I met him. I indulge in alternative lifestyles.
Good night.
Brother, I'm talking to you brothers out there. If a woman tells you that she indulges in alternative lifestyles, run. Run from her. She's wicked. She has no morals whatsoever at all.
Right.
She is absent of morals, deplete of morals.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. You understand? Because I see what they do. I've seen what these women, how they destroy these brothers who knew what that sister told that basketball player, Joe Smith. Oh. You knew what I was when you met me.
Right.
Meaning that you knew I was a whore when you met me. And she was right. Because he didn't say nothing.
Right.
He took it like a chump. He took it like a chump. Understand? But I'm going to tell you, the men in the ISUPK, I'm trying to tell you, this is no exaggeration, man. We ain't having that shit.
Damn right.
There are no whores allowed, man. I'm telling you.
Damn right.
If you can't stop being a whore, this is not the place for you. Don't come in here because you're going to get thrown out.
Right.
But if you think that you can come in and learn and become a sister and maybe even a wife to a righteous man, then this is the place for you.
That's right.
This is the place for you. But if you want to hold on to alternative lifestyles and such, then this place is not for you. You can turn off the camera right now. You can turn off your phone, all that.
Okay.
So this is not for you.
That's right.
But if you have an inkling of righteousness in you and intent to be what the Most High wanted us to be as men and women, you understand this? Like they would say, "Oh, man, I see so much stuff, man. It just pissed me off." Like they was talking about genders and the multiple genders.
Oh my God.
And they was actually having this conversation, this deep conversation about it. It was the stupidest thing I ever seen in my life.
That's right.
It's only men and women.
Right.
Male and female, that's it. And they have natural functions.
Damn right.
It ain't that hard. So teach it to your children when they're young.
That's right.
Teach your children morals, man. Teach them how to spell that word. Teach them how to spell morality and give them the definition. Teach them who the Most High is.
Right.
And they'll grow up loving the Most High. This is what we don't do. This is what the oppressor wants us to keep from our children, okay?
Right.
Read on.
It's like, sir, I got the
Please.
Diligent, having or showing care and conscientiousness in one's work or duties.
And that's it. You understand? Showing care. Read it again for me.
Diligent, from the Oxford Dictionary definition, having or showing care and conscientiousness in one's work or duties.
So showing care and consciousness in performing your duties. So if you're teaching your children morals, you do it with diligence,
right,
with consciousness and care and love, something that our people have no idea what that is.
Good night.
I'm trying to tell you. We have no idea what love is, man. Love is work, man.
Right.
Love is not a romantic feeling. You understand? Or a romantic expression. That's a act of love, an act of showing love, but it's not the complete job of love.
That's right.
You understand? That love that we supposed to have for one another, and that woman's supposed to have for that man, and that man's supposed to have for that woman, never expires.
Right.
And nothing comes between you. You endure, or no matter what, you endure. As long as you don't break the law and commit adultery and fornication, you stay together. These are the things. Our women are not even being taught how to be wives anymore. Damn. When I was coming up, they used to teach the women, man. When I was coming up, I've been around a little minute. I'm 65. I've been around. I remember in the 60s, the women, they used to teach them cooking and cleaning, and that was part of their growing up.
Right.
I remember going to class, and we in the cooking class with the girls, and we ain't like it. A damn cooking class. But they used to teach that in school. And the mothers, the elder women, would teach their daughters these things, man.
That's right.
I remember. But now, you know what they teach them? How to put on spikes.
Oh, no.
Makeup. You understand? How to look glorious, man.
Good night.
In the eyes of their lovers. That's one of my favorite scriptures. I can never remember where it is. When it says when you get all decked out in all your beautiful clothing and decked out in gold and everything to please your lover, then your lover ditches you and hates you and seeks your life. There's a scripture that's what it's talking about. That's what our women are doing.
Damn.
That's what our people are doing. It's not just the women now. That's what P. Diddy's doing. He's doing the same thing.
Good night.
He's getting glamorous and beautiful and jewelry and makeup to please the oppressor, and then the oppressor. Watch what happens to Diddy. That's what I'm gonna say about Diddy tonight. But I guarantee you that Diddy's end is not gonna be good and pleasant. You understand?
Oh, okay.
Where we at?
6 and 6.
Yeah, you read 6. Read 7, and then we're gonna move on.
Come. Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 7. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto their children.
Get Ezra 7, 2nd Ezra 7 and 20. Go ahead.
Come. And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house.
You understand? When I was growing up, the kids used to sit around and, and mom or dad would, have little like teaching sessions and stuff. You understand? And this, not that I was listening, but this is the things that you understand what I'm saying, supposed to do. We're supposed to sit down and teach our children, man. We don't rely on the oppressor or his schools to teach our children morals.
That's right.
Morals are more important than mathematics.
Damn right.
Believe it or not. Morals are more important than social media. So we should teach them to our children, and thou shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house. Read on.
Come. And when thou walkest by the way.
When you walking down the street, now listen, you see what old Charles is doing over there?
Right.
That's unlawful. We don't do that.
Right.
The Most High keeps us from doing that. He warns us about that behavior. I remember when I was a kid, they was busing us, from the South Bronx to the North Bronx when I was living in the Bronx as a kid on the cheese buses. What they call them buses?
Oh, big yellow fellow.
They're the big yellow fellow or the cheese bus. And I was on the cheese bus, and they bust me up from 178th Street up to University, way up there, man, by DeWitt Clinton High School, PS 86. And I remember going to the bus with my mother. Like when I first went, my mother took me to the bus to put me on the bus. And then, the little gangs was around, a little boy gang around the block, the tough guys, And my mother told me, man, you want to be like one of them, you going to jail.
Damn right.
She ain't say it like that, but she gave me a little lesson, and even though I should have been in jail, I never went. I did things that I could have been in jail easily. No question. But I was blessed not to go. Thank you, Lord. You understand what I'm saying? But your parents used to teach you morals. This was wrong. Don't be looking at them girls like that.
Right.
Okay, man. Let me move on out of my childhood. Give me 2nd Ezra 7 and 20. Then we're going to go into our topic. Okay.
Khan, this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life.
There be many. Check your mic.
Come
a little louder. Read it again.
Salaki, sir. This the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life.
There be many. And this time when they say many, it is no exaggeration. This is not an exaggeration at all. There be many in this life. Read.
Because they despise the law.
No. You missed something. Read it again from the top.
This the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7 and verse 20. For there be many that perish in this life.
See that's what you missed. There be many that perish. I use this scripture all the time because this is deep to me because of what I've seen. And what I've seen is all the people that I've known in my life that died Died because of this. Read.
Come with concert. Because they despise the law of God.
That's it. Because they despise the law of God. Many have perished. I just got news. I used to work for the post office in New York, Central Harlem. And I just got news of one of my brothers passing away. Now, this brother was he appeared to be in excellent health. He was younger than me. He was a popular guy. Everybody liked him. I liked him a lot. But he dead. Young man. You know? And he dead. Like everybody that I know, that I can think of that I know that died, which is a lot of people, none of them were obeying God's law. None of them.
Right.
They don't want to hear God's law. They think God's law is this great mountain that they have to climb and that they can't climb because they're not mountain climbers. But it's not. Like I told my brother yesterday, I told him, I said, listen, man, we obey God every day. We follow the law, statutes, and commandments every day to the best of our ability. It's really not that hard.
That's right.
You understand? That's all we're trying to get you to understand. Like when the brother read that because of these precepts, you quickeneth me. Meaning you saved my life. You brought me into what real life is. The real life is to know God and to obey him, man. Christ told you, man. He said, if thou would enter into life, keep the commandments.
That's right.
Keep the commandments, y'all. Come into the ISUPK, learn what the commandments are and how it is that we keep them. We keep them because we formed a brotherhood which Christ ordained for us to formulate and to operate and to participate in.
Right.
A brotherhood, man. We're not perfect. We're not perfect in, you understand, we do absolutely everything right and we always in a proper frame of mind. But when we get with our brothers, we get into the proper frame of mind because we know that we have to be brothers. We have to be sisters.
Damn right.
Or we're disobeying God. Brotherhood is a command. Love thy brother as thy love thyself. Thy neighbor, which is your brother or your sister, that's a commandment. Brotherhood is a commandment, man.
Right.
It's not a choice. Hey, wait, man, I feel I might want to be brotherly today. Nah, it's a commandment. Law, statutes, and commandments. We disobeyed God. We turned our backs on the law, statutes, and commandments, and thus we find ourselves in the condition. I'm going to tell you something. Like me, and I hope this never changes, man. Like I cry for my people, man. And I pray to God that I never changed.
Most High Christ.
You know what I'm saying? I see the things that's happening to my people, man. And sometimes I sit there and I just think about it, man. And it's just sad as shit.
That's right.
All because we don't know and we don't want to know. And we've been taught to love the oppressor. And more than we love ourselves, man. The reason why all of these black people, you understand, are standing up for the Palestinians is because they love other nations more than they love themselves.
Right.
When a couple of weeks ago, when a block of African nations stood up for Palestine, I said, they never stood up for us.
Right.
Why are we standing up for Palestine, man? Oh, my brother said to me, he said, oh, man, they're killing innocent people, man. Okay, yeah. But you know what I told him? I'll tell you exactly what I told him.
What's that, sir?
I said, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians abort over 500,000 babies a year.
Right.
I told him that we are murdered in the streets every day.
That's right.
And that drugs and illegal narcotics are poured into our community purposely every day. You understand what I'm saying? That the police and white supremacists killing our people. You heard about what's happening in Louisiana. All those people they found down there. The police didn't even inform people that they were dead. They just buried them, man. Because they know our families are broken, man. So I pray that I never lose this feeling that I got from this love that I have for my people, man. I believe today, to my last breath, that's what allowed the Most High to find me and to lead me to the ISUPK, because he knew that I loved my people deep down inside. And I love my people, and I see everything that I can see that's happening to them. Everything. There's nothing going on among our people that I don't find out about. You know how I find out? I come to class. If I don't see it on social media or on television or experience with my family members, one of these brothers did.
That's right.
Or they done seen something or heard about something. They told me about this new kind of music. What is it again?
Chop and screw, sir.
Chop and screw. That's the nuttiest sounding music. I told the brother he was going to play something before. I said, nah, I'll pass on that shit. Chop and screw.
Oh, God.
I know that's some decadent shit. I know that. I ain't messing with it. Man, you know, they done turned hip-hop, which was a fun word.
Come on.
Hip-hop was fun. It exuded fun. And they turned it into some gay parade, man.
Goddamn.
I mean, some LGBTQ Salakia parade.
Right.
The curses.
Okay.
Okay, we went over most of the original parts of it, but we got to start at Deuteronomy 28:1. And then go to 15. You get Isaiah 43:27.
Come.
We're going to go over that real quick. We used these scriptures last week, and then we're going to get into the ones that we didn't get to pertaining to these curses, because Israel must understand what really happened to them.
Right.
To us. We got to understand it. If you don't understand it, how are you going to properly proceed forward?
Right.
You must understand it. And these are the bases of the truth. Everything pertaining to the truth is pertaining to what happened to the Israelites, because the Bible, Old Testament, so-called, Apocrypha, so-called, New Testament is one book. And each and every prophet of those books, of that one book, those chapters in that one book, every prophet was an Israelite.
That's right.
Every last one of them. And these are our records. And it pertains to us, and it doesn't belong or pertain to any other nation at all. These are our records. You name me a prophet in this Bible that's not an Israelite, and I'll go home. You can try, but I'm going to be here for a minute.
Damn right.
Got it? Deuteronomy 28:1. Baba Kasha.
Khan, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
Now, this is simply, we're not going to spend a lot of time on it because we brought it out last week. This is simply the Most High. This is a very honorable moment in our history. This is when the Most High offered us rulership over all the other nations, rulership of the earth, right there. He offered it to us in exchange for that which is even better for us. It was a hell of a deal. It was a hell of a deal that he offered us. It was the greatest deal ever offered in the history of deals.
Damn right.
There's never been a greater offer for any people ever, anywhere. This is the greatest offer ever offered anyone,
Damn right.
any nation. That we would have rulership over the nations that are upon all the nations. I will raise thee on high above all the nations of the earth, meaning that you'll be the ruling nation on the earth. Just like the oppressors, the ruling nation on the earth in wickedness, we would be the ruling nation on earth in righteousness.
That's right.
I like that. I need that. I need that. I really do. We need that. I shouldn't even say I. We need that. We're going to do pretty good as rulers, righteous rulers. We're going to do really good. Trust me. Understand? You know why? Because Christ is our King.
Right.
And there's no more righteous human being that ever set foot on this earth more righteous than him. And when the righteous beareth rule, the people rejoice. Just imagine. I try to do it sometime. Imagine living under a righteous king where nobody is done an injustice, where nobody is oppressed. You think it can't happen. We're not talking about utopia, which is a fantasy. What we're talking about is righteous rulership on the planet Earth.
Right.
And it's not only can it happen, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, man. You understand? If there was a way other than obedience to invest in it, I'd put every penny that I got on it. I'd put every dime. Only thing I would take out is my rent and my food. All the money that I got, I would invest it on that if I could. You understand? But we do have the ISUPK, so that's our investment. We invest in that.
Right.
You understand? Whew. Now, he offered us rulership over the earth, but at the same time, he offered us the second half of the deal. Read 15.
Khan, this is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the flip side was, listen, you obey me, you rule. Let's keep it simple.
That's right.
You disobey me, you suffer. What's that word? Afflictions, man, that is going to take your life and destroy you. And we've suffered all those afflictions. Like what I always do when I talk to people, when I get the opportunity, is I tell them, find one thing that's happening to black people, and I bet you I can show it to you. I don't care if it's drug addiction, mental illness, going into slavery on cargo slave ships, your children being taken away from you, the problems between a black man and a black woman, the problem between a mother and the daughters, all of these things is right there. Right there. You understand? And so this is the truth. This is the foundation of the truth. The foundation of the truth is what the Most High said pertaining to Israel. And that's what we deal with. Understand? For us, the understanding of the truth has to start with the understanding of who we are and what we've been through. To hell with these other nations, man.
That's right.
They ain't worried about you, Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians, so-called. Those other nations don't give a damn about you, man.
That's right.
Oh, they just found another lithium mine on Native Indian land in California. They found it in Arizona a couple of months ago. They found a lithium on a Native Indian land where a massacre took place, and I think it was in 1837 or something like that. A great massacre took place. I forgot the dates. But at the same site where they killed those Native Americans, they found lithium. And now I just read yesterday in California, in the desert, which is Native Indians' land, because they put all the Native Indians on the most worst desert lands they could find.
Damn.
They found mad lithium. They said they found enough lithium to make, I think it said 80 or 800 million batteries, car batteries for those electric cars. They quantified it already. And I didn't know lithium is found in underwater, in water. I didn't know that. It's not like regular mining. It's very hard to extract it. I was reading a little article about it. You know, I try to keep abreast. But lithium is like a mineral of the future.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Well, it's like, sir, if I could. So they didn't even try to make a deal with the Native Indians on the land.
They're going to take the land.
They're just going to.
They're going to come up with some little offer. They're going to renege on the offer and take it.
God.
Because
damn.
that's what they've always done.
Right.
He taketh it by force.
Right.
You understand? When he seeks a land, what's the scripture say? He seeks a land, he take it by force.
I gotta find that scripture.
Yeah, man. If you could find it, man, we could read that one. But they found this lithium, you know, and the thing about it is these two large lithium deposits, one in Arizona, in northern Arizona, and the other one in the most southern part of California. You understand? In the desert. What's that desert they got over there? Death Valley? In that area over there, they found mad lithium. And so now, you understand what I'm saying? The Gadites and their plight are going to start to come into, into plain sight, into view more and more. Because the scripture pertaining to them is that they're going to win in the end. You understand? If you can't find it, that's not a problem, because you got it?
I think I do. Micah 2 and 2.
That sounds right. Let's get there.
Okay. That definitely shows that's the devil to the teeth.
There it is. That's it.
Oh, most sign Christ.
That's it. Read it, my brother.
Come. It's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 2. And they covered fields.
They covered fields, meaning they wanted
Right.
to convert to. I always have a problem with that word.
Covet, sir.
To covet is to desire to possess.
Right.
Read on.
Come. And take them by violence.
You understand?
Good night.
Every inch of land that is owned by the oppressor. Every inch. I don't care whether it's in Europe, because they're not the original inhabitants of Europe.
Right.
I don't care if it's in the Caribbean, North, South, Central America, Iceland, Antarctica, Australia. They took it by force.
That's right.
They took it by force.
Mm-hmm.
Read it again from the top.
Come. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 2. And they covet fields and take them by violence.
And they take it by whenever they want something.
Damn right.
Hey, man, they'll go negotiate with you. Hey, they'll negotiate a good price.
Right.
But then when you ain't looking, they coming in with the guns, man, taking it.
Good night.
And Ted said you broke the treaty. That's what they did to the Native Indians.
Damn right.
They made mad 400 treaties plus with the Native nations. They broke every one of them and took every inch of their land, every inch. And I'm not exaggerating. When I say they took every inch of their land, I mean it.
Right.
To the point where they marched multiple tribes, thousands of miles, and put them on desert land. By force. They forced them. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
He's the deceiver. Read on.
Come. Take them by violence and houses.
And houses. Like General Yohana, not Commander General Yohana, General Mahaiman brought it out, I think 2 weeks ago, when he said that when the southern tribes, the Reubenites, when they had land and farms and houses already set up.
That's right.
And that when they was forcibly removed, the Seminoles and the other tribe, Choctaw and all these other nations of southeastern part of America, the Cherokee and all these, where they were removed during what was called the Trails of Tears.
Right.
They already had farms and stuff set up. Already made. So they'll take your house, man, and live in your house and oppress your children in your house.
Come on.
Read on.
Come. And take them away. So they oppress a man and his house.
They oppress you and your house, man. You and your house, but they are sucking out the wealth and the resources out of your house, meaning your land, whatever, your village, your house, your nation.
Good night.
Read on.
Come on. Even a man and his heritage.
Ooh-wee. Dang, the water for that, brother. That's the one we needed. Even a man and his heritage, man. Israelites of the world, man. Whose heritage is more pressing than yours?
Right.
They've taken your land, your identity, your freedom. They've taken everything from you. Your history, your honor, your beauty, everything from you. So they oppress the man, even his heritage, man.
Who else could it be talking about?
Man, I don't know. If you know anybody else, please inform me.
Right.
Well, I'm going to argue with you. Because there ain't nobody else.
That's right.
Now, give me Isaiah 43 and 27.
Come.
Because we did disobey the Lord, he pronounced the curse. Understand? So now I'm going to give you two scriptures where the curses are pronounced on you. Meaning like the Most High got to the place, like 6 of them, but we went over most of them last week. Now I'm going to give you just 2 this week. And we went over these last week too, but just to bring us back to the perspective before we begin to move on. Read on.
Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 43, verse 27. Thy first father hath sinned.
You understand? Thy first father has sinned. From the beginning, we've sinned against God, but he showed us mercy. You understand? And he gave us chance after chance. And what I mean by that is he kept sending prophets, teachers of correction. That's what a prophet is. He's a teacher of correction.
Come.
You understand? That's what he does. So the Most High continue to send prophets to our people to correct us, man. That's whatever. You find me one prophet in the Bible, one, that didn't go to the children of Israel and try to correct them. Find me one.
Right.
That's what every prophet of the Bible did. Every last one of them. Read on.
Come. And thy teachers have transgressed against me.
Who are the teachers? Who are the teachers?
Oh, so like I said, would be the leaders of these not communities, but the leaders.
Come on, man. Give me cut to the chase. Who are the teachers? What was Moses? He was a prophet, but what else? There's another word start with a P. Priest.
Oh, good.
Kwahala. The priests were the teachers. They were the ones who had the information and the responsibility, as we have today, to teach our people.
That's right.
The priest transgressed the law, meaning they had the law and they broke the law. They didn't teach the people.
Right.
Christ taught you that. If you know anything about his dealings with the Sadducees and the Pharisees, Christ said, do what the Sadducees and the Pharisees say, because they're going to tell you what the law is.
Right.
They were at least doing that. But they were hypocrites. They was eating pork and all kind of wickedness they was doing.
Come.
And telling you that you couldn't eat it. That's why Christ said, do what the Pharisees and the Sadducees say, but don't do what they do, because they were hypocrites. The, what is it? What's the word? The something of the Pharisees is hypocrisy. The leaven of the Pharisees is hypocrisy. Leaven is what you plant or what you bake with or prepare food with. to make the cake rise. So their lies that cause them to rise is hypocrisy. That applies to the Christian church today.
Damn right.
Understand? Read on.
Verse 28. Therefore, I have profaned the princes of the sanctuary.
I have profaned. To profane is to curse. I have profaned the princes of the sanctuary. Who are the princes of the sanctuary? You, black man, Hispanic man, and Native Indian man, you're the princes of the sanctuary.
Right.
The princes of the house of God. The sanctuary is the truth. Law, statutes, and commandments, man.
That's right.
That's where the sanctuary is. The ISUPK is that little sanctuary that is spoken of in this Bible, man. Damn. Where the truth reigns, man.
Damn right.
And we don't back down from anyone pertaining to this truth. Therefore, because you have transgressed and because the teachers have not taught you the right way, read.
Therefore, I have profaned the princes of the sanctuary and have given Jacob to the curse and Israel to reproaches.
You understand? The curses now, the curses is on y'all now. I try to help y'all.
Right.
I'm paraphrasing and I'm pretending to know the thoughts of the Lord. Salakia, Lord, forgive me. But I'm just going by the Bible. I've tried everything with you hard-headed triggers and spics and Native Indians. I've tried everything with you. But you ain't listened. So now you got to face these. Now these curses are upon you.
Right.
That's what he's saying there. Give me Jeremiah 4 and 10. No, you give me Jeremiah. You give me. No. You start with Jeremiah 4 verse 10. You give me Jeremiah 4 and 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 10. Then said I, Lord power, surely thou hast greatly deceived this people and Jerusalem, saying, ye shall have peace.
So the teachers, remember he said the priests failed in teaching us.
Right.
So here he's saying that they erred in telling us that everything was going to be all right, that there was going to be peace in Jerusalem.
Right.
That's what he's telling them. Read it again.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4, verse 10. Then said I, Lord God, surely thou hast greatly deceived this people and Jerusalem, saying, ye shall have peace.
You told the people a lie. Because it ain't going to be no peace. And the Most High never told them to tell the people that.
Right.
You know, they up there, oh, don't worry, everything. It's like Christians today.
Right.
Don't worry. The Lord loves everybody.
Right.
The Lord come to save everybody. Salvation is for everyone. All nations are going to be in the kingdom together equally. Equality.
Good night.
Yeah? I don't think so.
That's right.
You understand? Read on, brother.
Come. Whereas the sword reacheth unto the soul.
The sword reaches unto the soul, meaning that you're going to get killed.
Good night.
The sword reaches unto the soul, man.
Hey.
You're the soul. That's the sword. You're going to get some punishment on you.
Right.
Read on.
Come. Verse 11. At that time shall it be said to this people and to Jerusalem.
At a certain time, it's going to be said to the people of Israel in Jerusalem and round about, where the Israelites lived predominantly during the time of Jeremiah. Read.
Come. A dry wind of the high places in the wilderness toward the daughter of my people.
A dry wind from the high places is going to come upon the daughter of my people. You understand? That's symbolic. A dry wind devours, covers up, and destroys. A dry wind, like when you're in the desert and you see those little wind sandstorms and stuff. A dry wind is coming from the north. This is signaling the coming of the Europeans from the north into our land in the future. Read on.
Oh, God. Not to fan nor to cleanse.
You understand? Not to fan, not to cool you off, because sometimes, you get it's hot and you get a cool wind and it cools you off. That wind comes and, you forget about that heat. But it's not for that.
Right.
It's not to cleanse the land either. It's another reason for it. Read.
Come on. Verse 12. Even a full wind from those places shall come unto me. Now also will I give sentence against them.
You understand? I will give sentence against them. You understand? Meaning that at a certain time, he's going to give sentence to Israel. They're going to, like, you do a crime, right?
Right.
You go before the judge and he pronounced sentence on you. So the Most High is pronouncing sentence at a certain time on Israel, and that time was in Isaiah when he says Jacob is given to the curse.
Come on.
You understand? That's the time. You understand?
Come on.
You holding 4 and 30? Read that. That's it on that, right?
Come on, sir.
Read 4 and 30.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 30. And when thou art spoiled.
When thou art spoiled, meaning when you're ruined, when these other nations come and ruin you and spoil you, read.
Khan, what wilt thou do?
What you going to do? When you're spoiled and rent and destroyed, what shall you do? Read on.
Though thou clothest thyself with crimson.
Oh, this is the one I was looking for. Though thou clothe thyself in crimson. Now, crimson is a color of red, a dark red color.
That's right.
And it was like a stylish, or is accepted as something of a fashion statement. If you wore crimson, you was fly. Okay. Though you deck yourself in the crimson, read on.
Though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold.
Don't you put on your jewelry, your ornaments of gold, your necklace, your gold bracelet, everything. We always had that.
Right.
We go back to the time when we came out of Egypt. We had gold galore. We wore gold. Even the men had gold earrings.
Sign Christ.
You understand? Read on.
Though thou rentest thy face with painting.
Then you put on all that makeup. Read it again, that part.
Though thou rentest thy face with painting.
Though thou rentest, meaning that rent means to tear.
Right.
So what he's saying is you put on all this makeup, you're really messing yourself up.
Good night.
It's not a positive connotation there.
Come on, God.
You understand? You put on all this makeup, you look silly with eyelashes that could cause a bird to fly. You see them big eyelashes,
right?
And you see what happens to them when they wear them too long and they take them off. It's a shame. I hate those.
Kind of a concert.
I'm gonna tell you something, sisters. Brothers don't care about that at all.
Damn right.
Y'all think it's fly and beautiful. Trust me, brothers was loving you before they came out.
Kind of the one kind.
They were loving women. Women were beautiful before they started wearing wings on their eyelids.
That's right.
It is ridiculous, man. I saw one time in a supermarket. It was back in the summertime. It was the longest pair I ever seen in my life. I ain't lying. They about that long.
2 inches, sir.
Like 1.5 inches, or it was crazy.
God damn.
Like I couldn't believe she had them on. And then the line on her eye was about that thick. You know, the line that connects them. I don't know how they do all that stuff. I don't care.
How they blink?
I was looking at her and I was like saying to myself, does she see how she look?
Come on.
So he's saying that our women, and this is Israel, this means the men too, because you get fly and you get decked out and trying to impress the oppressor. That's what we try to do too.
Come on.
But check out what the Bible calls them. Read on.
In vain shalt thou make thyself fair.
In vain, all this beauty and flyness that you making based on the standard of the oppressor is in vain. I mean, it doesn't do you any good.
Right.
Understand? Being P. Diddy having all this money and being fly, in the end, it ain't gonna do him no good.
That's right.
All these women that's on all I like to use these sisters that's on these reality shows, and they look what the world called fly, they look like clowns to me.
Oh God.
Like I don't even watch them. My rib be watching them. I be saying, I don't know how you watch them. Oh, it's just entertainment. Yep, she's right. It's just entertainment. But I'm telling you, do you ever see how much makeup they have on? My God. That's when he say you rent your face with all of that, what do you call it?
Cake face?
What the scripture call it again?
Painting.
Yeah, all the paint.
Yeah, the paint.
The scripture called it paint. I mean, I'm telling you, you can take you can take your nails and scrape off and your nails will be full.
Mm-hmm.
Cake face.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen some of them and they be real shiny. You ever seen when they be real shiny? They be real shiny. They face be real shiny. That's a lot of makeup. So this is an analogy of how we dress ourselves up to please. You're not trying to please your man. You're trying to please the oppressor.
Right.
So that you can have a reality show. Read on, brother.
Thy lovers will despise thee.
Thy lovers, the people that you're trying to please, is going to despise you. They don't really love you because you dress up like that.
Right.
They don't love you. They don't love you at all. I don't care how fly you get. They hate your guts, man. All they're going to do is use you, man. Aha! You don't know what that means, right?
Okay.
Brothers in the classroom know what that means. That's Ezekiel 36:1, I think it is, somewhere around there, where they glad, they say aha because they took all your possessions. We're not gonna go to that one then, but it's in the book of Jeremiah 36, chapter 36. They say aha, even your high places are in our possession, meaning that we're taking everything from you.
Right.
Read on.
They will seek thy life.
After they use you up, ask R. Kelly.
Right.
We're going to be asking P. Diddy in the future. I don't know how far, but you understand? I don't want to say anything. I'm just going by what I see and what I know. Understand what I'm saying? Like, at least, Salaki, this is what my rib said. She said to me, at least R. Kelly, even though he was wrong, he was dealing with females.
Damn.
And my rib told me that. She said, I ain't arguing with you, baby. You right. Because he was just destroying people, man. You think you're going to destroy people and you're not going to be destroyed? You don't know about life. And then that video he made, like he got away with it. That was it for me. That's when I started talking about him. Because that video that he made right after he paid the $30,000, the lawyers are saying that he paid the whole $30,000 because they didn't sue Diddy. They sued his corporation, meaning that their whole corporation was liable, and therefore he wouldn't have been able to settle. Yeah, that's what she sued him for. He paid it because if he didn't, then the whole corporation would have been sued, and she could have got the max of whatever liability that they were worth. She could have got all of that. That's why he settled.
Night.
I saw a lawyer breaking it down the other day. That's why he settled so quickly. That's the fastest settlement in the history of settlements in my life. I've never seen a settlement overnight. Never.
Right.
Anybody seen one faster than that? Let me know. You can put it in the chat. But he settled because she didn't sue P. Diddy. She sued his corporation. His corporation would have been more liable, and they could have got more money from the corporation than they could have got from Diddy.
Damn.
She was smart. She had a good lawyer.
Okay.
And from what this lawyer who was breaking it down said is that she got the whole $30 million. They didn't have time to negotiate. Read on, brother. I'm just trying to illustrate something. This is what our people are doing all of these things to please these other nations so they could get jobs and positions and television shows and record deals and run companies that they don't really run, or be the face of a company that they don't run.
Right.
And our people don't profit from it. The oppressors profits from this. Ask R. Kelly. Who's getting all his money now?
Right.
Who has the rights to all of his music?
Oh, God.
Who's going to get paid when R. Kelly is dead? It ain't going to be R. Kelly's son.
Right.
Read on.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 4 and verse 31.
That's it. That's it on that. That's it on that. I think we made our point on that. Is that we're doing all of this dressing up and being beautiful and looking good to please these other nations. How about if a sister came out with a decent outfit on? To me, she's more beautiful. With a modest, nice outfit, man. Without makeup. She's more beautiful than those makeup faces that look like clowns to me.
Right.
Now they got orange hair and green and blue, and they got a new color now. I don't know what that color is. They got a new color. I was looking at, what the hell is that? Like a platinum green, yellow, like, oh, it's almost like lime green, but it's like a golden lime green color.
Neon?
Yes, I guess that would be a good name for it.
Okay.
You saying, damn, how deep does the rabbit hole go?
Right.
Okay, so let's get back to some scriptures.
Okay.
I'm just giving commentary because these are the curses. You understand what I'm saying? That our people are suffering is because we want to play the whore to the other nations. We want to whore all our resources and all our talents and all our abilities and even our beauty we give to the other nation. We sell it. That's why the Most High compares us to a harlot or a whore, because he's figuratively our husband, and we're whoring against him, joining other religions, joining other philosophies, and whoring ourselves. All the greatness and the honor of Israel has been whored out. And y'all know, brothers they might like whores, especially Judites. They might like whores, but they don't respect them.
That's right.
At all. Trust and believe. So we're the whores of the earth. We've become that. You understand? Particularly the tribe of Judah. I don't see no other tribe whoring more than Judah. The other tribes are whoring too.
Right.
But Judah, you the great whore, man. Your women, man, my God. They have no, what do you call it? Filter. They have none. They out there whoring themselves like it ain't no tomorrow. Like, I got to be the best whore today because, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow might be a better whore than me. Somebody might show up. These whoredoms are spoken of in this Bible, man. It's a curse on you, man. Because you are unfaithful wife to the Most High, if you understand what I'm saying. You're an unfaithful wife. You understand? If you understand the metaphor, you understand? That's why they use the word husband when it's pertaining to the relationship between the Lord and even Christ and us, the people, is because you are the wife, figuratively. You're in the position of the wife as the subservient one in terms of your responsibilities to the Lord. And you're a wife who is whoring herself out to the other nations. That's what we just read. Okay? So now, give me Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Give me that Kwame Par. And we're going to go through, we did these already, right? Yeah, but I'm just going to do 28 and 68, and then we're going to move on.
Okay, come.
Give me 28 and 68. And I need you to get Nahum 2 and 2.
Come.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord shall bring thee again into Egypt with ships. Simply meaning that Egypt, meaning captivity or bondage, the house of bondage. You can find that in Deuteronomy. I mean, in what is it? Exodus 4 and 22, where it breaks down what the word Egypt means. It means the house of bondage. So he's saying that you're going to be going into bondage again. Hey, bro, you all right? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see you going through a little something there. I'm just checking on you, bro. All right. So we're going into bondage again.
Mm-hmm.
In Egypt again. America's figuratively Egypt again.
Oh, God.
Egypt was the most powerful and feared nation on the earth when the Israelites was in bondage in Egypt. And here we are again in bondage to Egypt. And as you notice, if you go to Washington, D.C., you notice that the city of Washington, D.C. has many monuments that's similar, including the obelisks, which they call the Washington Monument. And the temples and stuff in there is designed after Egypt.
Right.
You understand? Even the pyramid and the eye is on the dollar bill. This is Egypt again. Now you're going into Egypt again, into slavery again. Read.
Khan, by the way whereof I spake unto
You didn't say ships, brother. Ships.
Oh, Salakia. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships.
Right.
That's cargo slave ships. Cargo slave ships, man. This is the transatlantic slave trade prophesied 3,000 years before it happened.
Right.
Almost 4,000 years before it happened.
Oh, God.
Because these are the things that the Most High said would happen to you if you disobeyed him. And so, you understand, like the oppressor, he tries to say that he's great and therefore he conquered the earth. But we know in ISUPK that it's not like that. The Most High brought the conditions by which he can do all of these things about. The Most High did it to us. That's why it's called a curse. You understand? Is that it on that?
Sir.
Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
The same way I said it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
That's right.
Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Thou shalt see it no more again, meaning you will not see your homeland again as your homeland. You're not, because those other people are there pretending to be you. Read.
Khan. And there ye shall be sold.
There, the place where you're taken after you leave your land, there, which was a place called Africa, there you will be sold. Read on.
Unto your enemies.
Unto your enemies.
That's right.
They sold us to our enemies, man. The Arabs and the so-called oppressor. Both of them are oppressors, according to the Bible.
Oh, God.
But he is the oppressor. The Arab, we were sold to them, and we were sold to the oppressor. And they brought us over here and put us into shackle or chattel slavery, meaning that you were like an animal. You are an animal to them. This is prophesied in the Bible to happen to us, and it has happened to us. And did any of those African nations come over here to try to help us? Hell no.
Right.
Because they know deep down in their heart, they know that they're not our brothers, man. And we in ISUPK, we understand fully that they're not our brothers.
Damn right.
Understand what I'm saying? And they can go kick rocks, man. If you're looking for love here, brother, you're looking in you're looking in the wrong place. You understand? So now, give me Nahum 2 and 2.
Khan. This is the book of Nahum, chapter 2, verse 2. For the Lord hath turned away the excellency of Jacob.
The Lord has turned away the excellency of Jacob, meaning that the great people that and the reputation that you had, the excellency, the beauty of your garments, your style, the excellency, all the things that you excelled at.
Right.
Craftsmanship, poetry, music, dress.
Right.
All of those things, you understand? The Most High stripped you of it. Read it again.
Khan, book of Nahum, chapter 2, verse 2. For the Lord hath turned away the excellency of Jacob as the excellency of Israel.
You understand? Meaning that your reputation is in the mud.
Good night. Because
of your own doing. I mean, but the Most High has done it to you, but your reputation is in the mud.
Right.
Read on.
Khan, for the emptiers have emptied them out.
Read it again.
Khan, for the emptiers have emptied them out.
For the emptiers have emptied them out. Who might the emptiers be?
Salagi, sir. The other nations?
Yes.
Khan.
And the oppressor, most of all.
Damn right.
He's always at. They have emptied us out, man. I mean, let me put it to you like this. They've taken your land. They've taken your name.
Right.
They've whored out your women and your men.
Damn.
They put you in captivity. And everything that you come up with as a resource, as a people, they take it and make more money from it than you.
That's right.
The emptiers have emptied them out.
Damn.
You understand? They've taken us, robbed us, raped, robbed, and murdered us, and then emptied out our pockets, took our land, everything, our houses, everything. They taken everything.
Right.
The Most High said they were going to do this to us, man. These are the curses, man. However, there's a positive side. There is light at the end of the tunnel.
Most High in Christ.
And hopefully we'll get to those light, some of that light today. This is one of my favorite scriptures. When I read this the first, Kwame Bob Kashad, give me, we finished with that?
Just a little bit more, sir.
Finish it out, brother.
And marred their vine branches.
And marred their vine branches. What are your vine branches? Your bloodline. Now we all mixed in with them, man.
Damn. Damn right.
Your woman is the best, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man.
Right.
You should not want any other. Why shouldn't a Mexican man want a Mexican woman?
Right.
Who's better than her for you? Why wouldn't a so-called black man want other than a black woman? Who's better for you than her?
That's right.
Why would a Puerto Rican man want anything other than a Puerto Rican woman? Who's better for you than her?
Good.
But we are allowed to marry any of the 12 tribes.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But your woman is better for you than any other. You understand? And I know that to be true. I don't care what the hell I go through with a woman. She's better than anybody else for me.
That's right.
Man, you gonna trust these heathens, man? You see what these heathens are doing to our brothers?
Come on, sir.
They looking for love, boy. Give me Baruch 3 and 9. This is one of my favorite scriptures right here. Because there's a sense of humor in this scripture to me. I don't know about you, but you judge for yourself. There's a sense of humor in this. You get me James 1 and 1. Yeah, Baruch 3 and 9. Baba Shah.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 9. Hear Israel, the commandments of life.
Hear Israel. Hear this. Hear Israel. This is the commandment of life. Read.
Give ear to understand wisdom.
Give ear to understand wisdom, meaning that this is very important that you understand this. Hear this, O Israel, give wisdom and understanding. I mean, listen, because what I'm about to say is very important. That's what it's about to say. Now, this is the part right here that's really a great question. And I find a little humor in it in my own sick way, because it's when I read it, I laughed the first time I read it. Read it, brother.
Come. Verse 10. How happeneth it, Israel?
How happened it, Israel? Or how did it happen, O Israel? How did it happen, O Israel? How? What happened, Israel? How did it happen? Read.
That thou art in thine enemies' land.
That thou art in thine enemy's land. How happeneth it? It's just the language of it. I think that was funny to me. You might not see no humor in it, but that's just me. How happeneth it, Israel, that you find yourself in your enemy's land? Because there you will be sold unto your enemy for bondmen and bondwomen.
Right.
So how happeneth? How did it happen that you find yourself in your enemy's land? Well, I'm going to tell you. We've been telling you from the beginning of the class, because you disobeyed God and you turned down, you understand, the greatest deal that was ever offered in the history of human beings.
Damn.
That's how it happeneth that you're in your enemy's land. That's how. Read on.
That thou art waxing old.
That thou art waxing old, meaning that you catching it, man. When you suffer until you get old, man, you still suffering, man. You understand? Read on.
In a strange land, in a strange country, Salakia. That thou art defiled with the dead.
That thou art waxing old in a strange country. America's a strange country to us. They brought us over here. This is not our land.
That's right.
And I don't care whether you're in Jamaica, Panama, Puerto Rico. I don't care where you at. Belize, Honduras, you understand, Panama. I don't care where you at. You in a strange country.
That's right.
You're in a strange country. It's not your land. You were put in that land and oppressed in that land, and your name was taken from you in that land. I don't care whether you speak Spanish, French, Portuguese, English. I don't care what you speak.
Right.
It's not your native tongue. It's not your native land. So how happeneth, O Israel, that thou find thyself in thine enemy's land, waxing old, man? You understand? In a strange country. Now, this was heavy right here. Now, this part ain't funny to me. That thou art defiled with the dead. That thou art defiled with the dead. To defile something is to make it unclean or filthy. Who are the dead? Outside of the law, you're dead. That's what it's talking about. You're defiled, meaning that you're getting filthy. You're getting down in the gutter with these goddamn heathens, man. And you're defiled with them. Because they're dead to God's law, man. Understand? What we are going through here in America is absolutely, positively, without beyond reasonable doubt, Bible prophecy.
That's right.
And you are the inheritors of all of it, good and evil. You're going to taste it all.
Okay.
Every single drop, you're going to taste it, man. You tasting it right now. You got to taste it, man. It's all right.
That's right.
But it's going to get better.
Lord allow.
Lord allow. Give me James 1:1.
Come on, Khan. It's the book of James, chapter 1, verse 1. James, a servant of the Most High and of the Lord Yahushua Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting.
You understand? This is the prophet telling you who these prophecies are for, who this book is about. To the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad, man.
Damn right.
None other. James was an Israelite, just like the rest of them.
Right.
And he said to the 12 tribes scattered abroad.
That's right.
You understand? He knew that we were scattered. The bulk, 9.5 or 10 tribes had already left.
Come on, Khan.
Remnants of those 10 tribes stayed with us, but the rest of them were over here in what we call the Western Hemisphere, called Hispanics and Native Indians, man, so-called.
That's right.
We even have when you left and how you got here. We even have that in the Bible. But you want to believe the oppressor.
Right.
I heard, I was listening to one of the Native Indians. Let me try to tell you what he said. He said that we believe that we were the original people. This is what he said. I'm paraphrasing. He said, but the white man tells us that we're some kind of Chinaman that came over here from Asia. That's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said, Chinaman. Meaning that, you know, this is what they say. They say that the Native Indians broke off from Asiatic people and came over here through the Bering Strait. It's a lie. They came over here across the Atlantic Ocean.
That's right.
And it's been proven already. Nobody has been able to debunk Captain Cartazar, you understand, 12 tribe chart.
That's right.
He brought out evidence and nobody has refuted not one piece of his evidence. Not one. You can't refute the truth. You cannot defeat it. Understand? And so, I never forget, man, I was in a restaurant, man, a couple of years ago, and it was this I think she was from the tribe of Isupk, and she was so beautiful and she was so polite. I went to buy some chicken, and he and her started talking, cordially talking, and I said to her, I said, do you know, I told her that we're Israelites. I said, well, you know, you from the Israelites. She looked at me and I said, do you know that you're Issachar and I'm Judah? Do you know that we had the same mother and father? She burst out laughing. She said, you're crazy, man. She couldn't believe that. But look in the scriptures. Judah and Issachar got the same mother and father. That's a fact. You understand? I'll never forget that. It was really funny because she was such a nice sister. You know what I'm saying? She had such nice disposition on her, and she couldn't believe that. I think she believed that we were Israelites, but she couldn't believe that we had the same mother and father. You understand what I'm saying? This is how much we've lost the knowledge of our own self and culture. You understand that we've lost. Understand? But let's see what the Lord has to say about it. Give me Jeremiah 5:3. You get Baruch 4:4.
Come on, God.
You understand? We got a few more. We got time. We're gonna get them in. We ain't got that much time, but we're gonna go over a little. We started mad late because of our technical difficulties, so we might go 10, 15 minutes over. Okay. You got that?
Come on, sir.
Read.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5 and verse 3. O Lord, are not thine eyes upon the truth?
Are not, now listen to that. O Lord, are not thine eyes upon the truth? Don't you see the truth, O Lord, of what's happening? Of course, the Most High sees the truth of what's happening.
Damn right.
And who's his eyes on? Israel. Let's get it. Read on.
Thou hast stricken them.
Thou hast stricken them, a particular group, them. Thou hast stricken them. Thou hast struck them, has hit them, have smited them. Read on.
But they have not grieved.
The Most High been putting a whipping on us for over 3,000 years, man, and we still ain't learned. But they have not grieved. It's just like over here in slavery. The white man done beaten us, the oppressor done beat us down and destroyed us, and we still singing happy songs, singing songs, because the scripture says they required a song from us. So we over here happy singing, we haven't grieved. We haven't taken the time to cry for what has happened to us. We haven't had time because we love to please that oppressor. Understand? You haven't sought the truth. The Most High has seen the truth. He sees everything, man. But we have not grieved. Read.
Thou hast consumed them, but they have refused to receive correction.
There it is. Been whipping this like a child. You understand? I have sons that I could correct with words. And I had sons had to catch the belt. Understand? That's what it's telling you here. They have not grieved that has consumed them. You've destroyed them, taken their land, whipped them, had them oppressed by the wickedest people on the earth, according to the Bible in Song of the Three Holy Children. Verse 9 said that we was given into the hand of the most wicked on the planet Earth, the most wicked people on the planet Earth. We could get that if we have time. But read on.
Khan, they have made their faces harder than a rock.
We hard. We tough. We the best fighters in the world. You understand? We African Americans. We tough, man. You understand? No, really? You're not really that tough. You know why? You're in captivity. Surprise!
Right.
You're in captivity. Boy, you go out here and ask these Negroes and these Hispanics, are you in captivity? No, man, I'm Puerto Rican, man. I'm free. I got my own land, my own language. No, you don't. Oh, man, I'm free. I'm in America, man. I'm an American citizen. I got constitutional rights. No, you don't.
Right.
You're a damn slave. Oh, I'm Native Indian. I have my own land on a reservation. And the white man treats me well. He sends me alcohol. And he kidnaps my daughters. If that ain't captivity, brother, I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what the hell is. The word reservation denotes captivity. You in captivity.
Right.
You can believe that oppressor, or you can believe the Most High. That's the choice that it's going to come down to anyway. Who you going to believe? I'm believing everything the Most High gave us.
Right.
Because I know it's true. Like, there's, you know, when you know something and there's no doubt about it, understand? That's what I know about these scriptures, man. I mean, come on, man. We live in this, man. We're living this. We have lived this. It's not a joke. It's not a fairy tale. It's not a story to be told to children to scare them or anything like that. It's the reality of our very existence on the planet Earth as the nation of Israel. The future rulers of the planet Earth, man. Right. Is that it on that? They have refused to return. That's you. You, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian, you refuse to return. You're like my brother. My brother, he philosophizes about everything. And this is what I'm going to tell him. I just thought of it. I'm going to tell you, the difference between me and you? I submit to the truth. You make up your own.
Right.
That's what I'm going to tell him. You understand? He asked me last night, could he watch the video? I said, yeah, you go to YouTube. I told him how to get it. But he He don't have it on his phone. But I love my little brother, man. I be on his butt. He's my little brother, but he's a Christian. And Lord have mercy, is he a Christian, boy? I'm trying to tell you. I was telling the brothers here, you ever see that skit on In Living Color where the guy's in prison and he knows everything, he's philosophizing? It's played by Damon Wayans. Not only does my brother look like that, he sounds like that too. I was like, today, he had me cracking up. But anyway.
God damn.
Oh boy. That was Jeremiah 5:3, right? You holding Baruch?
Okay.
Okay, so let's go. Baruch. I talk about my family, man, because I talk about them because I love them and they don't want to hear it. So I talk about them. I talk about the white man.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Baruch. Okay, it's the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 4. O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
You understand?
Damn right.
Give me Romans 15:4. You stay right there. Give me Romans 15:4. You understand? Because the things that the Most High, read that part again, brother.
For things that are pleasing to the Most High are made known unto us.
The things that the Most High made pleasing. The things that please the Most High are made known to us. Nobody else. Nobody else was given this letter, man. These books. It was written to, for, and by us, about us, for us, from the Most High God. Nobody else has that honor, man. That's what it's saying. Read on.
Verse 5. Be of good cheer, my people.
Be of good cheer, man. That's why I could come in here and talk about all of this and laugh. Because, okay, we suffering, man, but we still got the Spirit, man. We still got what is called the Holy Spirit.
Right.
And we can laugh in the face of all of this. Be of good spirit. That's important, man. You don't have to be of sorrow, walking around here sorrow and sad all the time. No, this is good news. They call it the gospel. Understand? Read on.
The memorial of Israel.
The memorial of Israel. The memorial of Israel. You understand? Meaning these things are the things that make us memorable. Our legacy. The law, statutes, and commandments. The things that please God that he's given to us. You understand?
Damn right.
Read on.
Verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations.
You were sold to the nations. Ooh-wee.
That's right.
I wonder who that could be. Who was sold to the nations. Ooh-wee. I wonder who that could be. You, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, so-called, you're the one that's sold to the nations.
That's right.
Every nation has taken part of our destruction. Every last one of them.
That's right.
Read on.
Not for your destruction, but because ye moved the Most High to wrath.
He didn't sell you because he wanted to destroy you. He sold you because you were a whore.
Right.
And that's what you do to whores. You sell them. He sold you not so to destroy you, but to learn, for you to know. You want to be a whore? Here it is. You know, I know sometimes I'm a little, what's the word? I'm a little straightforward and vulgar a little bit. I guess so, a little bit. But it's the shock value of it.
Kind of one kind.
You understand? To our people to understand what's going on, and I try to communicate it to the best of my ability. But you're a whore, Israel. Stop whoring yourself out to these other nations, man.
Right.
And come back to your husband, your God, your power, figuratively.
On sign of Christ.
Come back to your power and be an honorable part of the marriage, of the agreement. You can do it.
Damn right.
You understand? A lot of us was whores. I think, I don't want to say it, but I might. You know what I'm saying? And we come into this truth, man, and we become new people, man. That's why Christ said you got to be born again.
That's right.
It simply means you got to change your life and stop sinning, man, and follow the law, statutes, and commandments in the ISUPK under command and General Yohana. That's what it means.
Damn right.
Understand? Is that it on that? Read it. Finish reading.
Come. You were delivered unto the enemies.
You was now check it out. You was destroyed. You understand? You were sold, and then you were delivered unto the enemy.
Right.
So when the oppressor says that he's the best and he conquered you, that's a lie. He conquered you, but he's not the best. Right. This scripture is telling you that the Most High delivered us into their hands, man. Meaning that he brought about the circumstances by which they can overcome us. That's what I always keep in the back of my mind. Because I look at them devils, I say to myself, ain't no way in the world they better than me. Ain't no goddamn way on the planet Earth that they're better than me. There's no way. I've seen them for who they are, man.
That's right.
There's no more doubt. There's no more question. For us, we know who they are. Understand? Sit up there. They done lied about everything. They lied so much, the truth hurts them. They want to bury the truth now. Now, if that ain't a lie, it's just like when you tell a lie, you understand, you got to keep telling more lies to cover up the lie.
Right.
And what you want to do is bury the truth. And that's what they've done. They, taking history out of the books, saying that slavery was a indentured servitude, and we benefited and we got skills. We give you skills, fool. You got skills from us.
That's right.
We taught you everything you know. You understand? You got from us. You was up there painting yourself blue, worshiping the moon and Zeus and all kind of madness and dogs and wolves and dinosaurs and shit. Until you came across us. And you stole our legacy and stole the scriptures and made up your own religion, and you think you was going to get away with it. No, you're not. Your oppressors out there like you can hate me because I hate you.
That's right.
You understand? You can hate me. It's justice that you hate me because you're supposed to hate me. You're my enemy. But you're not going to get away with it. That's what I want to tell you. Is you're not going to get away with it. The Most High is going to bring, I love this word, scunion, on your tukis. You know what I'm saying? Any more on that? You read 7?
Kind of sir.
Okay.
Sir. Book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 7. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils.
There it is. You sacrifice. You know how you sacrifice unto devils today? You get dressed and you get on television and you act a fool.
Right.
For their approval. You follow Christianity. You follow Islam. You understand? Did you see? They showed a picture the other day. The cat was on the cobblestone kissing it like it was a woman. You saw it?
Yeah, I saw it.
I was bugging. He was like, I ain't lying, man. I saw the video. He on the cobblestone in Mecca, like kissing it like if it was a woman. I was bugging. I was like, this. Oh, brother. Y'all go online and pull it up, man, kissing cobblestone. I guarantee you it'll come up. I was watching. I was like, oh, snap. You know how many lips been on him? No, I don't think it was an issue. I don't know who it was, but he had some color on him. He was a dark-skinned dude. He wasn't like not dark like African dark, but he had some melanin. That's for sure. I don't know where he was from, boy, but he was kissing that cobblestone. Oh, cobblestone, I love thee. And they say that they don't worship the stone.
Right.
That's worship. Now, give me Malachi 3 and 6. You stay in Baruch, go to verse 25. And then we're going to cut it short. We got one more after that, and then we're going to shut it down. Oh, yeah, give me that first. Let's, Salakia, my bad.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 15 and verse 4.
Yeah, you get Malachi.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
For whatsoever things was written aforetime, meaning before our time, was written for our learning. So everything written in this book is for our learning. Right. That's it. That is if somebody asks you, what's the purpose of the Bible? All you got to say is for our learning. That'll shut them up. Yeah, right. That'll hold them. You don't have to get into a whole diatribe about how you're supposed to serve God. Oh, I need to learn about the Lord. And no, it's for our learning. That's sufficient. It's for our learning. Why do we learn? Read on.
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures.
Through faith and comfort of the scriptures, meaning that the scriptures, when you take them in and you read them, the depth of them and the information and the hope of them and the salvation of them, you understand what I'm saying? You have faith in that. You put your faith in that. Okay. You understand?
God.
Read on.
Might have hope.
Might have hope. This is what I have hope in. I don't have hope in nothing else. I would like my Knicks to be a winning team one day. But I don't. This is my hope.
Damn right.
This is the hope. This is the only hope. Everything else is just nonsense, man. My Knicks is nonsense, man.
Okay.
It's just for fun. It's just entertainment. I don't, oh man, the Knicks ain't winning. Oh my God, it's terrible. No, my people are not winning. It is terrible.
That's right.
But we're going to win in the end. We're going to get that. We're going to win. Understand what I'm saying? Read on.
Come on, sir. Verse 5.
No, that's it on that. Verse 4 is sufficient. Give me Baruch. Now you give me Malachi 3 and 6. You give me Baruch 4 and 25. Yeah.
Okay. The book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 6. For I am the Lord, I change not.
Now, this is something that you Christians,
damn right,
I pray you understand.
That's right.
But if you don't, to hell with you too.
Good night.
I'm playing no more games with y'all, man. Time is running short.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High don't change, meaning that whatever he said and whatever he desires to have done in the earth is going down.
Right.
I change not. Mm-hmm. But this is the kicker right here. Read.
Come. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
If the Most High had changed from his original objective of placing Israel in rulership, he would have killed all of us, man.
Okay.
He would have killed us all. And he says that.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he told Moses, I'll kill them all, and I'll bring forth the new nation from your seed. We would have been called Mosesites. You understand?
Damn.
But he's saying, I am the Lord, the God, thy God, I change not. I don't change nothing.
Right.
It ain't no new law, ain't no new testimony, none of that. It's what I said to Israel, that's what's going to happen. What I said in this book, that's what's going to go down. I changed not. Oh, the Lord changed. Now he loves everybody. Oh, the Lord, he done changed it. He done took that Lord, and done nailed it to the cross. And now we can do whatever the hell we want. That's Christianity in a nutshell.
Right.
Now, I changed not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed.
Damn right.
Meaning that we still here because of the grace of the Most High, and what he said has to go down. That's why we're not destroyed, because he gave his word, understand, to Moses, to David, and to other prophets that we was going to rule.
Damn right.
He gave his word. He gave it to Abraham. He gave it to Moses. He gave it to Isaac. He gave it to Jacob. He gave it to David. He gave it to Christ.
Damn right.
I change not, therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. Go give me verse 7.
Khan, Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 7. Even from the days of your fathers.
Even from the old time, the old days.
Right.
Read.
Khan, you are gone away from mine ordinances.
You've gone away from God's ordinances, man. You understand the things that keep things flowing correctly and keep his blessings coming down upon us through our obedience. Read on.
Khan, and have not kept them. Return unto me, and I will return unto you.
There it is. That's the part I wanted to focus on right there.
Damn right.
Return unto me. You know what that means? This is a heavy statement. The deal is still open.
Ooh-wee.
So you Christians who try to say that the deal is over, that he made a new deal with all the other nations, that's a damn lie.
That's right.
He's saying, if you return to me, read it again, that part.
Khan, return unto me, and I will return unto you.
There it is, man. The deal is still open, man. That's why the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana is here.
That's right.
Because the deal is still open. We can still return to the Lord, and he'll return. And Lord, have mercy on that day. Boy, oh boy. What a glorious day, boy. When the Most High come for his children, when he send Christ, man, I'm telling you, the other nations are going to be running, literally climbing into the holes in the rocks of the earth to hide. Damn. Read on.
Khan, saith the Lord of hosts, but ye said, when shall we return?
But we say, damn, when is this going to happen? How long? You know, I've been hearing that all my life, right? You've been hearing that. How long? You know, Negroes be asking that question. It's a funny thing. I remember, you know, being in Harlem and the brothers outside drinking, a whole bunch of old heads outside drinking, and they were saying it and laughing. How long? Not long. And it was a joke. You know what I'm saying? But they were really asking the question, how long are we going to be suffering under this oppression, man?
Right.
How long? You understand? Well, we're going to find out. Read.
Khan, verse 8. Will a man rob the Most High?
Will a man rob God? See, how the hell you going to rob somebody you can't see?
Right.
There's a way. Read.
Khan, yet ye have robbed me. But ye say, where have we robbed thee?
How have we robbed you, God? How are we robbing? We can't even see you, Lord.
Right.
How are we going to rob you? Read on.
Khan, in tithes and offerings.
There it is. Now, let me break that down for you.
Oh.
Do the Most High need money?
La, sir.
What did he tell you, Israel, the tithes were for? That he would have meat in his house.
Most High Christ.
That he would take care of his people with it, man.
Damn right.
That's the most simplest way I can put it. The tithes wasn't for the pastor to walk around with bling bling and a beautiful car and a mansion of a home and a $65 million airplane. No.
That's right.
The tithes was so that there would be meat in the house of the Lord, meaning that his people would be taken care of.
Most High Christ.
And when the old man died and his woman still owed the mortgage, but his salary is not coming in no more, you pay it off for.
That's right.
You understand? When that new couple, they need a place to live because their family done died and they don't have no place to live, you get them a house.
That's right.
Understand? You take care of yours, man. Your people, man. Your families, man. Your brothers, your sisters, man. That's how you rob God. You give them damn preachers this money. And look at our communities, man. Look at our people, man. That's right. You don't blame them for nothing, man. You give them the get out of jail card, man, for free. You don't hold them accountable. They don't have no accountability for anything that goes on in the community, but they get the money. Since 1983, the Christian church, the black Christian church, has collected over $800 billion. Look it up.
On the way to $1 trillion.
From you. That's a hell of a lot of money, man.
Come on.
They've collected it, man, over the last, 40 years?
That's it.
Yeah. I looked it up. You can look it up too. Just Google it. See if I'm telling you the truth.
Come on.
It's a lot of money, man. Where that money going?
Right.
It sure ain't built up our communities.
That's right.
There's a pastor up in Queens, New York named Floyd Flake. You remember him? He was a senator or a congressman. He was smart. He went down there. He got money allocated for his district. He went back to be a preacher and got that money and built up housing and stuff in Queens. He did a little something. Understand? Floyd Flake was his name. He went back to being a Christian pastor because that was where the money was. You know what I mean? You had to still gotta get that money. You understand? So that's it. Did we read 9?
No, we haven't gotten yet. No.
Read on.
Come. Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 9. You are cursed with a curse.
There it is. You're cursed with a curse, man, for all of this, man. You're cursed with a curse, man. That's what this class is about, to get you to understand what the curses is all about.
That's right.
But the curses are going to come to an end, man.
That's right.
What I'm saying is all of the curses have been fulfilled or being fulfilled right now. There's no more new curses that's going to come upon us. No.
Right.
None. We're already in them. We already suffer them. You understand? Finish it out.
Come. For ye have robbed me, even this whole nation.
Even the whole nation. By you not taking care of yourself. Okay, let's say you're a father and you got these children and you gave these children rules on how to take care of themselves. And they take the rules and the money that you gave them to take care of each other, they give it to the other nations and they wind up poor. That's what we've done. You understand? You've robbed God from being his chosen people, from the honor of being his chosen people. You've robbed God because we haven't taken care of each other, man, the way we're supposed to, man. And the ISUPK and the Commanding General Honor, our job is to lead you back to God, man.
That's right.
And by doing this, by paying your tithe, pay your damn tithe to the true priests and prophets of the Lord who help black people, who pay people's rent, who help pay people's mortgages.
That's right.
Understand? Do all the things that the tithes were lawfully meant to do. That 10% is the nation's tax money, man. It ain't for no goddamn pastor. It's for the nation, man. We're going to get it back. We're going to get it back. But I want you to understand what it's about. With that being said, you got Baruch 4 and 25. You get Baruch 3 and 13. And that's, we're going to call it a night.
Okay.
Baruch. I love this scripture right here because this is what we've come to. And this is what we need to know moving forward.
Come.
Read.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 25. My children, suffer patiently.
My children, suffer patiently. Right. Meaning that don't do nothing stupid, man. Just wait. You understand? The Most High, you understand, is going to do what he's going to do. Suffer patiently. That's what we're doing. Whether you like it or not, you're suffering.
That's right.
You might as well do it patiently under the Lord, meaning, you understand, serve the Lord and just do what's right. Follow the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, and you'll know what to do.
That's right.
And we'll know and we'll be prepared for what's about to come upon the earth. Understand? Suffer patiently. Just Chill. Don't go out here and get guns like these fools getting guns and think they're gonna fight. You think you're gonna get these little machine guns and fight the devil?
Come on.
That's like the devil's thinking he gonna fight the Most High,
Right.
which he think he's gonna do. That's a whole nother class for a whole nother day.
Oh, okay.
Read on.
The wrath that has come upon you from God.
The wrath. You understand? The wrath, the anger, and the punishment that's come upon you from the Most High. Suffer it patiently, meaning you know who you are. You know why you're suffering. And you say, okay, Lord, we did this. And please forgive us and accept us back to you. We are thine. We are thine. We belong to you.
That's right.
And we serve you and we love you by our action.
That's right.
Not by no damn word. Oh, I love the Lord. You are full of shit.
That's right.
Salakia. Damn.
It's all good, sir.
I'm sorry.
It's all
I
good.
get-
Too
Dang.
wild.
Anyway, the wrath that has come upon you from God might get us kicked off.
Oh, no, you good, sir.
Salakia. Read on, brother.
For thine enemy have persecuted thee.
Your enemy has persecuted you. Has he not? What do you think slavery is? What do
Right.
you think Christianity is? That's persecution. Destroying you from being who you're supposed to be. Destroying you from being Israelites. Yasha Allah, the Prince of the Power.
Right.
That's your name. That's the literal definition or interpretation of your name. Yasha Allah, the Prince of the Power. Ain't nobody on the earth got a better name than that.
Shit.
Who got a better name than that? Tell me. Send me a letter. Who got a better name than the Prince of the Power?
Put it in the chat.
You understand? Put it in the chat. We're going to see who got a better name than that. But your name is in the mud now, but we rising up out of that mud.
That's right.
Thanks to the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
Bahashem Yahweh Shai, in the name of Christ.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but
But now, usually when we see the word but, it denotes we're going in a different direction.
Right.
And we are. Read.
but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck.
Shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. Like he's treading upon yours now. I mean, George Floyd, to me, is the most excellent example of oppression in America in one single instant. For 9 minutes, I watched that video. It was one of the most toughest things I ever watched. To watch, and the thing that I remember most of all, beside the brother suffering and crying, here's a grown-ass man crying for his mama. I never forget that. But the thing that I remember, it was the look on Chauvin's face while he was murdering that brother. Oh, yeah. Do you know that they stabbed him like 22 times the other day, right?
That's right.
Oh, man. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. You understand? And they're still trying to say that Floyd, they're trying to come out and say that Floyd died of other causes. They're still trying to do it. I'm telling you, they changed history, man. They'll change history.
That's right.
But soon, but shortly, thou shalt see his destruction. That I live for that. Of course, we live for the kingdom.
That's right.
But if I live long enough to see his destruction, or one of these younger brothers live long enough to see his destruction, that's the greatest thing you're ever going to see, aside from the kingdom.
Kind of what kind?
The Most High said it's a blessing to see your enemies fall. And that's what I want. And we're seeing of the beginning of it. We don't know how long it's going to take. You understand what I'm saying? They doing all kind of, Biden knows that Israel's committed genocide against the Palestinians, and he's with it. But you know why? Because the money. those resources over there off the coast of Palestine have been valued in the billions. And they want it, and they're going to get it. We just read it. They take land by force. We just read it in this class. That's why they're really over there. Soon thou shalt see his destruction and tread upon his neck. Meaning that you're going to be the head and he's going to be the tail. He has to serve his time. And a lot of them know this. Understand? So what they're doing is they think that they could change the course of what the Most High intends. They really do. You understand? Don't worry about China, y'all.
That's right.
Worry about the Most High.
Right.
Worry about the Most High. That's it on that?
Okay, sir.
We got one more. You holding it? Baruch 3:13.
Okay.
And this is, I just want to leave us with this. Because the Most High offered us the greatest offer that was ever offered to any nation. And we spit in his face. But he said this. Read.
Okay. It's the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 13. For thou hast walked in the way of the Most High.
If you had listened and walked in the way that I told you to walk, if you would have done that, read.
Okay. Thou shouldest have dwelled in peace forever.
You wouldn't have had to go through this, man. We the hard-headed kids, the stiff-necked kids that had to learn the hard way.
Right.
But the lesson was going to get learned, and Israel is not, nobody's going to destroy us. You cannot kill the children of the Most High off.
That's right.
I don't care how many nuclear weapons you think you got. I don't care how much poison and germ warfare and biological warfare you come up with. You're going to die before us.
Right.
We never going to die. Not as a nation. Christ said, the scriptures say that when the ordinances of the sun and the moon and the stars ceased, then Israel will cease to be a nation. Meaning that as long as them suns and them stars is rolling around the heavens, we good.
Sign of Christ.
I saw an article the other day. They talking about they're going to predict how long the earth is going to last. Search such a billion. And I laughed at them.
Right.
The Most High said the earth endures forever. The hell with that nonsense. But, and we're going to end it now. If thou hadst walking in the way of God, thou shouldst have dwelled in peace forever. If you'd have just listened, you wouldn't have had to go through this, man.
That's right.
But we went through it, and we're going to be better coming out the other end.
Damn right.
You understand? We hate the penitentiary.
That's right.
We don't want to be in the penitentiary no more. But that's where we are. And with that, we say shalom. We thank everybody for tuning in. We hope that everyone learned at least a little something about who they are. This is for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and no other. Understand? We are the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. Shalom. And I'm going to turn the class over to Precinct Officer Maya Shaw.
Yeah, I'll go there. Come. Security. Come. Security announcements. We are the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or a sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offer for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation will be the Feast of Hanukkah starting tomorrow. The Feast of Dedication or Feast of Hanukkah starting tomorrow, December the 7th. Remind Akim and Akwathian to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school and he start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf,